Tipperary to win their own puck out here. Fumbled there by David Young. Runs on, however, to Shane McGrath, trying to take off and weave his way this way and that past defenders. Patrick Maher got a point earlier on. Well caught by Donald Barry, the wing back for Galway. The clearance, however, Brendan Maher challenging for it. Andy Smith's there as well, so too David Burke. They get it away towards Ger Farragher, the Castlegar player, who got that brilliant point a little while ago, trying to replicate it. Hasn't done it this time, however. Wave of the hands by the umpire, signalling disappointment for Ger Farragher. Quick puck out beyond David Young towards Patrick Maher. Picked up once again there by Tony O'Gregan, the centre half back, putting the pressure on Paul Curran, lets it run on dangerously, and Michael Cahill comes across and sweeps intelligently, not hanging around with that ball in the small square. Here's Damien Hayes, nicely in as far as Irlatanian, has to go back to make an angle, makes a good one and scores a good point. So everybody in the inside forward line for Galway now has also scored, same as the inside forward line of Tipperary, and it's 1-9 to 1-6.
Good teamwork there. Damien Hayes look outside, and a good finish for Irlatanian.
And Seamus Callanan has just come on in place of David Young. Well, now it's terrific for Tipperary to be able to bring on a player as talented as Seamus Callanan. But right now they're watching as Ollie Canning defends for Galway and gets that ball away. It's got to be a line ball for Tipperary, taken quickly, but maybe a little too quickly, because there's an injury to Aon O'Ryan. Check on the collarbone to make sure that he's okay there.
I'd say the linesman has Seamus Callanan come on there, and himself and Tony O'Gregan did a bit of shouldering off each other. I'd say he's just bringing that to the referee's attention. That's
John Sexton, by the way, originally of Limerick, now based in North Cork, who's the linesman on this near side, Brian Gavin on the far side. And the attention continues. So what's the ref planning to do as a result of the instruction he's been given?
Just have a word, I'd say, and tell him to calm down a bit.
Well, I think it might be more than that. He might want his autograph. So Tony O'Gregan and Seamus Callanan have been spoken to, and they've both been shown yellow cards. So that's 4 yellow cards issued so far, 3 for Tipperary, 1 for Galway. Pressure on the Galway backs again. Callanan trying to take it up. In there in that heap, however, was Garrow O'Brien, last man up. Referee will throw the ball in. Looking for 2 volunteers. And Garrow O'Brien there with David Collins. Nobody the requisite distance back, but you hardly expect it. Damien Joyce bursting out to David Burke. And again, early ball into Joe Canning. Out came Paul Curran. Good play, helped out by Paddy Stapleton. And the cornerbacks are helping out the whole time, making sure that Paul Curran is not isolated on Joe Canning, or as little as possible anyway. That's down as far as Noel McGrath. Ollie Canning's after him. Out comes Shane Kavanagh. This is good play. 1-9 to 1-6. 2 minutes to go to half-time. All-Ireland quarter-final. Up towards Irlatanian. Swept out once again towards Kevin Chunky Hayes, as they call him. Kevin looking around. Oof. Placing it over there towards Damien Hayes, but Michael Cahill's there as well. And the 21-year-old does enough. The Thurles Sarsfields player emerges with possession, crosses the 45-metre line. Reverse hand pass to Brendan Maher. Cleverly down towards Noel McGrath. Might have got a stick to it, but he was being fouled by Ollie Canning, the referee has decided. Well, Tip's last score has come in the 19th minute, and that was their goal by Owen Kelly. They need scores. They'll have a free.
You're making the point there, Ger, about the support for Paul Curran, and that's vital, because Paul Curran's a great stopper, great man to break the ball, and both Michael Cahill and Paddy Stapleton having great games, and Cahill is a great young player, just come on to the Tip team and having a super season.
So it's the best part of 15 minutes since Tipperary's last score. So Owen Kelly happy with a point this time, eating into the lead. So it's a goal and 4 now for Owen Kelly, and 2 between them. Heading towards the 35th minute mark. 2 additional minutes will be played as Colm Callanan pucks it out. Highly interesting and absorbing match so far. Shane McGrath taking it down, sweeping it away. He's playing very deep, isn't he, for a half forward. Shane Kavanagh now. Well, I think he's probably switched with Seamus Callanan. That's the reason we saw him playing so deep. Comes out to Kevin Hayes. Hayes ready to take off. Well, when he gets back on his feet, he will. Here comes Ger Farragher, losing it to Brendan Maher. Maher's off 65, 60 metres out. Having a go himself to close the gap even more. First point for Brendan Maher in this quarter-final. And it's 1-9 to 1-8, and we're into the 2 minutes of stoppage time. But that was a brilliant individual score there by the Borrisoleigh man.
Yeah, he was a brilliant minor a few years ago in the middle of the field for Tip, and came on the team then as a wing back, but playing very well. He had a great game against Offaly the last day in Portlaoise, and great score there.
Well, there you see Kevin Hayes again requiring attention, and the doctor and physio for Galway have been particularly busy during the opening 35 minutes, attending to injuries for their players. It's a match, of course, which brings maybe the history makers to look into their books and see that the first ever All-Ireland final was between these 2 counties back in August 1888, and then it finished with Tipperary, represented by Thurles Sars, winning. Tipperary are trailing here by a point, close to half-time. That's cut out again here by Shane McGrath, but immediately there are Galway players in there to close the space. Poor touch by Iar Latanian, gave it back to Shane McGrath, looks happier in midfield. Noel McGrath slipped, but the ball skidded past everybody, and Colm Callanan can help Galway to hold on to their very, very slender lead. David Collins inside to Tony O'Gregan, anybody's match. Tip started much better, Galway have come back. Pressure on Paul Curran now, slips it out here to Michael Cahill. 15 seconds of the 2 minutes of added time to be played. Ollie Canning running into challenges, shows and looks composed. Damien Joyce helping out, sweeping it across towards Joe Canning, runs back here again towards Michael Cahill. Up and down the field it's coming. Oh, it's a great ball on here for the substitute, and Seamus Callanan, his first contribution to put the ball into the back of the Galway net in added time at the end of the first half. 37 minutes gone, and it's 2-8 to 1-9, and McGrath knocked it down for Seamus Callanan, and he had the goalkeeper to beat. And Tipperary's second goal comes on the call of half-time, and it's scored by Seamus Callanan. Well, what a boost that is to take into the break.
Yeah, brilliant movement all throughout the first half by the Tipperary forwards, and Callanan brings that bit of an X factor to the thing. He's very, very pacey and straight through there on goal. You'd ask where was Tony O'Gregan, but I think overall in the first half Tip deserves to be a couple of points up going in.
Well, they started very well, then Galway had their spell, but what a way to finish for Tipperary at the end of this half-time in the All-Ireland quarter-final. It's Tipperary 2 goals and 8 points, Galway 1 goal and 9. Michael.
Thank you, Ger, and back here in our Croke Park studio, let's get a quick word from Ger Loughnane. Ger, that was a bad goal for Galway to give away there at the end of that, but it's been a very tight match.
Well, sure, this is the game we were waiting for all year. When it comes to the quarter-final stage, the knockout stages, it'll just tell you what the knockout, the effect it has on both teams. They really go all out for it. 2 terrific defences, I would say. Both sides absolutely fantastic. Big difference was taking off of David Young at midfield, who wasn't so happy there. Bringing out McGrath out to midfield, Cannon into centre forward. That has been a huge change for Tipperary. Since then, from being about 3 points down, they've now gone in 2 points up. So, we are going to have a massive second half here, because it's only half time. The game is only warming up. But right now, it is just such an enjoyable contest.
It is, there's no doubt about that. We're going to take a short break. Further reflection on that first half in just a few minutes. Now, also here on the Sunday game, there's a chance for you to win a fantastic prize, so don't go away.